Hello everyone, Sheila back again. I am sitting in my dining room today. Far too much sun in my living room. I tried the on my laptop in the living room, but the sun is shining straight in and you can hardly see me on the screen. It's just a load of brightness. At least it doesn't go bright and dark like my other computer does, but once you get the sun on, you just can't see the screen properly. If the screen was backlit, it would probably be okay like my other one, but the other one has auto focus thing on it. And anyway, I'm doing a little bit of this blanket while I'm sitting in here talking. Now I'll put that down for a minute. I haven't got as much room here because I'm usually sitting on my settee, but I'll put it on my other chair over there. I have been doing a little bit of this tutorial. I've done finished the part of the tutorial for the back. I finished that off this morning. I already have a sleeve, but I haven't done the tutorial part for the sleeve, so I'll be doing the fronts first, and then I'll be on with the tutorial for the other sleeve. I'm just doing a little bit every day. I'm not doing it all at once, you know. But the tutorial will be all in one when I get it done. So that's how much I've done of that one anyway. And then I remembered I have this one in the bottom of my bag. So when I finish that tutorial, I'm going to finish this little cardigan. That's 26-inch one. I have the ball already wound into a cake. I like knitting with them like this because even in my little bag where I put the balls of wool, it doesn't roll around inside the bag like the normal balls of wool. So that's what I'm doing with that one when I finish that tutorial. So I'll put that down, put it over there. I'm using my dining table to put things on, but I've got that much on my dining room table as well. It's just not a lot of room. And my pattern that I was telling you about yesterday, this one, I thought there was a fault in the instructions on the row 4. And I have sent out, I think, about another 3 patterns where I've altered the pattern, and I've had a good look and been knitting. I've realised it isn't a mistake. I don't know what made me think there was. I think it's one of those senior things, you know, old age. I've got too many things going around in my brain. And where I had on row 4, where I said same as row 2, it is the same as the row 2, but I've changed it to row 1. So I had to change my PDF back again, and I think anyone I've sent it out to, I think I've sent the one out with the proper instructions, but I think I've sent 3 patterns out where I've actually altered it myself on the pattern, so I'm going to have to send those patterns out again for those ladies. And hope I don't have any more moments like that. I do not know what made me think there was a wrong, because the row 4, the row 1 is a knit row, the row 2 is on the wrong side where you do the garter stitch and the purl stitches, and then the row 3 is the cable one where you're crossing cables on. It's only done on every 8th row, it's not done on every 3rd row of the pattern, which I've explained in the pattern, but it is all knit stitches even with the crossing the cable. And then I have row 4 is the same as row 2, which was correct, because after you've done all those knit stitches, the next row you want purl stitches and knit stitches, but I changed it to 1, make it a knit stitches all the way across, and that would knock the pattern out. So anyway, that's just explaining, anyone that's got this pattern, if your row 4 says as row 2, it's correct. It's me, I'll get these things right one of these days. But I'm going to tell you about an email I had from a lady called Audrey. This is hilarious. I'll find it on here and tell you. It's about a knitting pattern she told me she bought, and it's a knitting pattern that's been translated from a foreign language into English, and I was in stitches when I was reading the instructions. I've got to read some of this to you to see if I can find it. No, I have to change onto my new Gmail. Just a little bit of explanation as well. My old Gmail, which is my 1946 Queenie at Gmail, is being overrun with porn. I can't get rid of the porn. It's going from my spam and it's spilling over into my normal inbox. And there was a nice gentleman, I think a brother, one of my subscribers gave me some information how to stop it, how to stop the spam. I've tried it and I think it has reduced it, but I think I may have to keep doing it every so often as spam comes in, because you have to delete the ones that come in and stop them coming in again. So while it has reduced it, it is just full of spam, and those spam are going over into my normal inbox. And I'm having to sift through all those emails. So I started myself a new Gmail, which my new Gmail, I've told you, I put it in the information box that you get below the video. I've changed that, but I can't change it in all my other videos because there's hundreds of videos, just far too many for to go changing it. So anybody is going to have to remember, if they want to email me, to use it's 1066 Smithy. That's SMITHY 21 at gmail.com. As Smithy is my surname, I get called Smithy, being called Smith. But that's the Gmail you have to use. But I am going to go to read a little bit of this pattern to you that Audrey sent to me. I'm going to wait till I get onto it. I'm using my tablet to do it from. I hope it comes up on the tablet. It's going to Acrobat. Oh, it is. It's up. I'll show you a picture. That's a picture of the cardigan that Audrey had wanted to do. Now it tells you for the back, this is how it's been translated into English, and as Audrey thinks, it's been translated straight from Google. Now, it says, take needles number 3.5, which is easy to understand, and cast on certain number of stitches in this whatever brand of wool it says. And then after you've done that, change needles to 2.5 and knit 4 centimeters and so on. That part I can understand. Then it comes on to the next part. When your work is 12 centimeters high, start. I'm not even sure how to say this. Start diminutions. I think that is decreasing. I think it means decreasing. And then it tells you how to knit stitches, knit two together by slipping. That I take it as knit one, slip one, pass the slip stitch over after you've knit the next knit one. And then after you've done quite a few things, it says make growing, which I take it as increasing. And even the spelling, it says make growing one stitch after, which I think is after. The fist stitch, F-I-S-T, fist stitch. Knit 4 centimeters and repeat growing. After last growing, start to knit armpit. Make diminutions. It's 2 by 2 stitches, 2 by 1 stitch. Continue knitting until the height of arc of sleeve is a certain height. Continue to knit the arc of neck. And it goes on with a lot of other. Make diminutions on both sides of arc of neck as follows, and until you have so many stitches, and it goes on and on like that, talking about the arc of the neck, which means this is the arc of the neck. But we don't say that, we just say neck shaping. And that's just a few of the things, you know, that the spelling equal is spelled E-C-U-A-L. And there's so many things, it is just so hard to understand. And then the little bit lace pattern on the front is a like graph thing like that. Now I cannot follow graphs to save my life. So I am going to try and decipher this pattern for Audrey, but I'm not promising her anything. Because when it comes to the little bit pattern on the front, I will have to try and sort that graph out. But this pattern is hilarious. How on earth, you know, at least for the graph, it tells you there's a bit of a cable where you're crossing 1 over 2 stitches and a cable 1 over 1 and so many stitches knitwise, so many knit 2 together by slipping. It doesn't tell you anything else about that knit 2 together by slipping. You know that you have to knit 1, slip 1, knit 1 and slip that knit stitch, pass it over the knit 1. It doesn't tell you things like that. So any English person is not going to understand this pattern without it. Anyway, I'm going to see what I can see if I can decipher it for Audrey, but I just thought to give you a little laugh with this because I couldn't believe it when I was looking at it. But anyway, I'll put that down. I've finished looking at that. Pick my knitting up again. And I was at my bingo last night, and my friend Anne, I've got this wool wrapped around my feet, this pom-pom wool. My friend Anne, she won a line first. Now it's a line, we only get £5 when you win a line, so we got £2.50 each. And then she won a house. That was £20, but someone else shouted at the same time, so she had to share it. So we only got £10, so we got £5 each there. So we came home with £7.50, which was better than nothing. But one of the ladies, when I was standing in the queue to get my drink, one of the ladies came in, and her name was Kathy. And I know she wasn't at the bingo last week, and I said to her, I say, it's nice to see you back in, Kathy. What happened last week? Was it all that rain? Because it was really heavy rain last Thursday. And she said, no, a little bit of rain wouldn't have stopped me, because she only lives a couple of streets away and she always just walks there. And she says, I said, what was wrong? And she says, I had this virus. I thought I was dying. She says, I've never been anywhere. She says, even today, I had to go to Sainsbury's because I was running out of, milk and things like that. But she says, I was still dying, but I had to go to Sainsbury's today. And I said to her, oh, well, I says, see, you managed to get to Sainsbury's okay. I says, good job, a little thing like dying didn't stop you getting to the bingo either, did it? She's looking at me, shut up, you. He'll not miss bingo no matter what. It was an exception last week, but... But anyway, we always have a good laugh, and me and my friend still got called for winning. It's the men that sit in the tables around where we are that always complain when we win. Even though one of them won today. And then I think Kathy would have been happy as well today, even though she was dying, because she did win as well. So anyway, that was my night. Now I was back home again, so I didn't get much of any other knitting done. I had to get done of a night time. I didn't get any of my own done. But I'll be doing a little bit of that tonight. But I have another slideshow for you today, so I'm going to stop this video for a couple of minutes. It's about 3.5 minutes. There's quite a few. I think I have 45 pictures. Some of them are my own, but some are what other people have been sending in to me. Most of them are what other people have been sending in. So I'm going to show you the slideshow now. So that was today's slideshow, and there was a couple of pictures there with actually the only ones that showed you the baby wearing the cardigans, and that was my friend Anne sent those in. That's what she had knit for a friend of hers. So I have to send her this slideshow now and let her see that I've shown her cardigans on my channel. So anyway, that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.